Hello first graders and welcome to PE. Today we're going to be learning about volleying. I don't know about you, but one day I was at the beach and I saw these people hitting this ball over this net and it just kept flying back and forth, and I was like, how can they do that? It looks pretty cool. So today we're going to learn how to do that. It's also an Olympic sport, so people play it on the beach, they play it on the grass. It's really fun. So to start, we're going to have an instant activity. We are going to do arm circles because we're going to be hitting the ball a lot with our arms. So we're going to get our blood flowing, and we're just going to do big ones from behind. We're going to do big ones the other way around. Do some small ones, and some small ones the other way. That's it. Good, cool. We got our arms all warmed up. Let's move on to the first activity. The first activity we're going to have, I want everybody to get in general space. When I say start general space, I want everybody to be arms length away, so you can spread your arms out like this and twist around. You won't hit anybody. Now I'll be giving everybody a beach ball, and once they get their beach ball, I want you to take your hand, extend it out, and just have a flat palm. So flat like a pancake. Clap your hands together. You can make a pancake just like that. That's how you know your hand is flat. And I want you to take your beach ball, and I want you to hit it in front of you, underhand. So you come underneath it, you hold it with one hand, hit underneath it just like that. So go, everybody go try that. Okay, everybody stop where they are. Now that you've got the hang of hitting the ball in your general space, I want you now to hit the ball in front of you and try walking and hitting it constantly. This is called volleying. Volleying is when you hit the ball a lot of times without it hitting the ground and consistently hitting it in the air, just like that. So, as you saw what I did, demonstration again, make sure your hand is flat, because if it's not flat, it can start to bounce off your fingers and go a lot of other places. This is why we keep our hand flat, because if our hand's flat, it stays consistently in front of us. So when I say go, I want you to go back to where you were, and this time hit the ball and walk forward. Try to make sure it doesn't touch the ground. So if it helps you, you can hit the ball once, grab it, and walk forward. If you're good, or if you want to challenge, hit it a couple times and walk forward, then grab it. If you really, really want to challenge, try hitting it with your opposite hand, and then your other hand. So for me, it'd be my right hand's my opposite, and then I'll hit it with my left hand. And walk forward. So everybody go, try to challenge yourselves. Let's see how it goes. Everybody stop where you are. Now that we have finished our first task, we're going to move on to another task. This task we are, instead of using our hands with a flat palm to volley it, we're going to try using different parts of our body. Different parts of our body can mean our thighs, just like so, our feet, our head, like our shoulders. So when I say go, I want everybody in their general space again. Instead of using their hands, find a different body part to keep the ball up. And if you make it easy, just hit it once in the air and then try to catch it. If you want to make it harder, try hitting it twice with two different body parts and catch it again. Or if you want to make it a little easier, try to hit it with one body part, catch it, and hit it with another body part, and then catch it. Okay, go. I want to see people using different body parts rather than their hands. Everyone stop where you are. I'm going to try to challenge you all now. I want to see how many times you could volley the ball in the air. However, you cannot use the same body part twice in a row. For example, I cannot use my hands twice in a row. Hitting it twice means hitting it twice in a row. I can't use my knee 2 times in a row or my feet 2 times in a row. But if you want, you can hit your hand with your knee and hit your hand again. That's not twice in a row. So another example would be your head, hand, head. So everybody go. Let's see how many you can get by using different body parts without using the same one twice. Everyone stop what you're doing. We're going to move on to the next activity. The next activity we are going to do is we are going to grab a partner when I say go. We're going to grab one of our volleyballs and we're going to use our underhand technique again, and we're going to hit it to a partner over a line. So we're going to stand back from our line, we're going to hit over it. Each partner is going to have a line, so one partner is going to be on one side of the baseline, the other partner is going to be on the other side of the baseline. And they're going to hit it to each other. You're going to underhand it. It's going to bounce off the ground, and then the other person's going to catch it. And then the partner is going to do the same thing back. They're going to catch it, and underhand it, and hit the ground, and then they're going to catch it. And to remember how to do underhand again, we're going to first have the first cue that we learned the first one. It's flat hand, and then now we're going to have another cue to remember is to extend to the target. So when we try to aim our underhand hit, we're going to have flat hand, and then extend the target, like we're going to give them a handshake. So we're going to extend the target, just like that. So again, it's going to look like this. Flat hand, extend the target, hit it to the person on the other side. It's going to bounce, catch it, flat hand, extend the target, hit it, bounce, catch. Partner can we grab? So everybody go find a partner. Each partner get behind each line. And see how you do. Students, stop what you're doing. We're gonna add a challenge to this activity. We, instead of catching the ball when the ball bounces to us from our partner, like so, we're gonna hit it off the bounce. So it's gonna look like this. Boop. And hit it back to our partner, and that partner's gonna let the ball bounce, and then they're gonna hit it back. So that. So it's gonna be back and forth. It's gonna be volleying. It's gonna be a little bit of a challenge. I want to see who could do it the most without letting the ball bounce more than twice and without catching the ball. So go find a partner, challenge yourselves, and let's see who can do the most. Everyone stop what you're doing. We're going to transition to our last activity. This activity we are going to be lining up against the wall, and we are going to be volleying the ball against the wall. So for example, we are going to be hitting again with our cues, flat hand, extend the target, hit the ball against the wall. It's going to bounce back, and we're either going to catch it. If you want to challenge yourself, just catch it right away, or hit it, catch it, let it bounce once, and then grab it. So when I say go, line up against the wall. Remember your cues again. Flat hand, extend the target, hit the ball against the wall, either catch it, let it bounce and catch it, and we're going to work on our third cue is quick feet. So we need those quick feet because the ball could, if we hit it too hard or too soft, the ball can go anywhere, and we need that quick feet to make sure if it bounces too far away from us, we have quick feet to go and grab the ball. Again, cue number one, flat hand. Cue number two, extend the target, extend like that. And cue number three, quick feet. So flat hand, extend the target, quick feet, grab the ball. So go, line up against the wall, grab one of the foam balls that helps hit the ball against the wall better. Everybody stop. We're going to challenge ourselves one last time with this activity, hitting the ball against the wall. Instead of catching the ball now off the wall, just like so, we're going to try to hit it. So what it's going to look like. We're going to hit the ball against the wall, let it bounce, hit it back, let it bounce, and then try to volley or continue to keep hitting the ball. If you want to challenge yourself, you can hit the ball without letting it bounce, like so. If you need to make it easier, you can use two hands, like so. Two hands against it. If you want to make it harder, just hit it without letting it bounce. Like I said, easier, let it bounce. That, and let's see how many we could do. And after that, when I say stop, we're going to gather together and go into closure. Okay, ready? Go. Gather around. We're going to go into closure before we leave. I congratulate you for staying with me today and having some fun learning how to volley. So the first question we have today is, what were the three cues of volleying today and why? And the answer is, first cue would be keeping your hand flat. Keep our hand flat because when we volley, it's easier for the ball to stay up in the air. Because if we had a fist, it can go left, right, sideways. When we have a flat hand, easier to hit it up. Cue number two was extend the target. So we had our hand flat, extend the target, helps us aim. We're like pointing at something when we're hitting. So when we aim and extend the target, we have a better chance of hitting toward that thing rather than hitting to the side or hitting left and right. Cue number 3 was quick feet. When we hit against the wall, we were able to use our quick feet when the ball hit against the wall and came back at us to get to the ball, rather if we stood stiff and didn't move our feet, because if we didn't move our feet, we'd have a little less time to react to it. So when we move our feet, we're able to get there more quickly. Question number 2 was, when we were hitting the beach ball in front of us, we had to walk forward and hit it. Was it easier to hit the ball softly and walk, or was it easier to hit the ball hard and walk forward? And the answer is, it is easier to hit it softly. We hit it softly because when the ball is hitting softly, it's bouncing a little less, but it's staying still in front of us. When we bounce it hard, it can go anywhere, and we could go behind us. But when we hit it forward, we have more control walking forward when we hit it. Question number 3. When we were volleying with different parts of our body, what made it easier to volley with different parts of our body? The correct answer is any part of our body that was flat. You could tell because our hand, when I say our cue, our hand is flat. It's easier to hit it like that rather than use your elbow, which is pointy. It's like, it can go anywhere. Also, example would be our thigh. We hit it with the flat part of our thigh, ball goes straight up. If we hit it with our knee, it can just roll in front of you. See? Question number 4. What parts of the body were easiest for you to hit? And the answer is it could be any part of your body, because some people could have bigger hands than others. Some people can have different shapes of heads than others, are flatter than mine, for example. And some body parts can be different for people, like bigger, smaller, flatter. So that's up to you to find out. That's why we did that. We use different parts of our body. So with our feet too. And thank you. That is it for our closure questions. I thank you for joining me. Until next time.